Welcome to Alive in Baghdad, Uncut. I'm Brian Conley, Director of Alive in Baghdad. Every week, we'll bring you up to date on our stories from Iraq. The FPS, or Facilities Protection Service, was created in 2003 to fill the void presented by a lack of necessary troops to both seize and secure Baghdad. Each ministry, monument, and mosque was provided funds to hire its own security team. Although the FPS has been called an agency, office, or department, none of these are accurate, as the FPS is really a loose affiliation of security guards, ex-police, military men, and thugs.
إنني منتسب قوة حماية المنشآت إحدى دوائر وزارة الداخلية وظيفتها حماية المنشآت الدولة ومرافقها.
Soon after the FPS was created, oversight became impossible. What started as a 4,000-member organization of night watchmen ballooned to 70,000 within its first year of existence. It has now grown to an overwhelming 150,000, which has been described by Lieutenant General Martin Dempsey as an amorphous force lacking any centralized control. The reason the FPS appears to lack centralized control is simply that it has no central control. The organization was created to provide finances to a variety of disconnected services with little correlation to each other. The guards hired by some of these groups have even been in direct opposition to each other at times in the past. Some services hired ex-Iraqi Baathists, while others hired ex-members of the Dawa and Badr rebel groups who fought Saddam in the 80s and 90s. One of the first areas to receive FPS funding was Sadr City, and there can be little doubt that this funding helped create the Mahdi Army. Rather than setting up a clearly temporary force, supplied with specific weapons, ammunition, and rules and regulations, the Coalition Provisional Authority created an organization that handed out cash and followed a cavalier they know best how to take care of their own attitude.
هذه القوات يعني على عناصر يعني ما تتلائم ويا الخط اللي طرحته يعني قيادات السنة.
هل كان هذا الجهاز موجود سابقا؟
نعم كان موجود بس بغير اسم يعني.
موجود حضرتك أثناء الحرب الأخيرة على العراق؟
أي نعم موجود.
The FPS has played directly into Iraq's current tide of sectarianism by financing a new generation of Iraqi militias. While organizations such as the Badr Brigade, the armed wing of the Supreme Council for the Islamic Revolution in Iraq, existed prior to the war to fight Saddam Hussein and Iraq's secular tradition, and the Kurdish Peshmerga existed to fight the Ba'ath Party in the name of Kurdish separatism, but ultimately for Kurdistan's two major parties, and the Mahdi Army, believed to have been created after the war, likely would have come about in any power vacuum after Saddam's fall. The construction of the Facilities Protection Services and distribution of weapons, money, and ammunition without oversight not only profited these organizations, but created a number of new militias that will likely never be entirely tallied.
هي حكومات معروفة يعني إن حكومات ما تملك أي سلطة. يعني مجرد حكومات حبر على ورق بحيث تعرضوا يعني قيادات بالحكومة إلى إهانات من قبل الجيش الأمريكي ومن قبل عناصر يعني تدعي أنها بالدولة من ضمنها أعضاء جمعية وطنية ووزراء ومسؤولين.
Perhaps even more than the dissolution of Iraq's national army, the creation of the FPS can be directly tied to the cycle of sectarian, tit-for-tat killings gripping Iraq today. It is this same organization which General Petraeus, testifying before Congress, said would be necessary to ensure the success of the surge plan because the U.S. does not currently have enough troops stationed in Iraq to pacify Baghdad, let alone the entire country.
يعني إلى من يعلمه، يعني العراق دولة يعني متقدمة اجتماعيا.